Hi, I'm Casey, esthetician here at the studio, and today we're going to be talking about makeup. We're going to be talking about our transition from summer to fall. As the weather gets a little bit cooler, our look actually wants to get a little bit warmer. So we're going to be talking about ways to fill in the brow, different eye color shades that we should be using for our eyes, blushes, and lips. And then we're going to go over a little bit of highlighting tips for you too. So a good start to any makeup application is the foundation. We already went ahead and applied Christina's foundation today. As you can see, you cannot see her foundation, and that's really key. You just want to make sure and use, whatever foundation you're using, just keep it light, and just make sure it's matching, it's flowing with the rest of your skin. Your neck to the baseline of your jawline here. So now we're going to go into eyeshadow. A color that I'm using right now is called Bone, and I'm just going to bring it all the way from the top of the brow bone down to the base of the lid. And this is going to start Christina out with just a nice, clean look. And this color is great because, it's neutral, but it also has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So it'll really help to accentuate, especially the brow bone. You can also bring the color in along the corner of the eye, that little V area there along the bone also of the nose right there. You can bring it in. And that is just the basic start of what you want to do for your eyeshadow application. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. I chose a plum color for Christina's eyes. She has green eyes. There's nothing better for green eyes than purple. You really can't go wrong. She does have a lot of yellow in her skin tone though. So some yellows actually can bring out, or some purples can actually bring out that yellow in the skin and actually look like a bruise on your eye. So you really want to stick to maybe something a little lighter, a little more lavender, a little, not quite red based, but a little opposite of that. So I'm using the cream shadow from Jane Iredale, Plum Plus, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. Christina has a little smaller eyes, so we don't really want to cover the entire eye with the product. It's not a very dark color, but at the same time, you don't want to do too much because we don't want to make the eye look smaller. We want to make the eye look bigger. We want to pop the eye. So I'm just going to bring it in just about halfway. And then we do want to, though, put it on the higher part of the brow bone here, drawing the eye out, accentuating the eye there on that spot. And this is more of just a simple day look. Trying to keep it simple here. So I chose a color that was versatile, a little more dramatic, but also not, anything too much for daytime. Okay. So I realized after putting Christina's shadow on, with her green eye, the purple looks beautiful, but at the same time, Christina has just a tad of a dark circle under her eye, and we actually already concealed it before I put on the shadow, but the purple brought it out a little bit more after we did that. So I'm going to take a little bit of a light under eye concealer, and then we're just going to go back over, and you just want to tap. Anytime you're using an under eye concealer, tap, be gentle. That skin under that eye is very thin. You don't want to tug or swipe, across. Using a brush is key, but if you don't have one, just use your ring finger and just tap across here. So that helps to clean up the eye a little bit and brighten that under eye part for her a little. Sorry, my phone went off. So now we're going to fill in the brow. A full brow is definitely in when it comes to the whole look. I have got 3 tools here in front of me. I've got the brow pencil that I'm going to use. I've got the tool that I'm going to use to feather in the product. And then I've got this tool here, which I'm just going to brush over. Now, if you have just this, we can make that work. Or if you have just these two, we can make that work, or vice versa. So I'll just show you a few different ways that we can do that. So we're going to start out by lining up the pencil from the outside corner of the nose to the inside corner of the eye up to the brow. And then we want to make a dot. And then we line the outside corner of the nose to the center of the eye up to the highest point of the brow and make a dot. And then finally to the outside corner of the nose to the outside corner of the eye to the end of the brow and make a dot. And then we're going to connect them. And we do that by taking a brush like this, which can have either soft bristles or it can even be a little harder, and just going in the opposite direction of the hair growth. So we're taking the product from the end point and then just spreading it back to the beginning point of the brow. And we're doing this because when you kind of ruffle up the hair, you're really getting the product in there, making that brow fuller, and it will last longer. So then we just want to go back over and kind of lay the hair down. So if you do have a brush like this, you can just comb over. So just a few simple steps there to fill in the brow.